Hickok 45 here with the Howda again. I'm going to show you how to use this one more time at least, okay? The Howda pistol, and it's loaded. It's ready to go. I'm going to cock it and shoot something like, even though this is a trash barrel shoot, I'm going to shoot that 2-liter and throw the smoke at him. Wow, nice. Hey, I have a barrel left. Maybe I should shoot that target. Think I should? Well, possibly could, but you know what? Well, let's do. I was going to maybe not even shoot that thing. You notice it doesn't look exactly like buckshot, like number 8 or anything on that paper. What I loaded, because I thought I might shoot the can on the second shot, and I loaded birdshot in the first barrel, and I loaded number 4 buck in the second one, in case I did decide to do that. So yeah, this is the old Howda pistol. I'll link to the first video with it, where I went over everything. Wow, did I? And I kind of looked through part of that and give you history and talked about it, and I'll do a little bit of that today. And this is one of those firearms, when once you have fired it twice, you know, oh, I wonder if it might be loaded. Have I made a mistake? How do I break it down and look? Do I put a flashlight? Well, you just have to have enough brains, common sense about you to know you fired twice, you hit something, it fired, it has 2 barrels. Okay, it's probably safe, okay? If it's not, if I'm not sure it's safe after that, I probably shouldn't be messing with firearms. You know, there is a point where it gets to that, okay? Maybe I don't need firearms in my life. Okay, so I can count the 2, even though I'm from Kentucky. I can count that far, and I heard 2 big booms. Yeah, that's all you get with one of these before you do a little work on it, right? But that's what they're for. That's what they are for. Howda pistol. I won't give you all the details. We're just going to shoot maybe, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5 times or something. But and let you go. Just want to shoot that. I had that trash can that had not been shot yet. The green one. Well, the one on top of the green barrel. But let's just do that. Okay, today let's just shoot the Howda, shoot that thing just to get it out and have some fun. I've been moving this around the safe for so long and think, oh, I need to shoot that again, and I haven't done it. And let's see, I looked it up. I cannot believe, I think the first video was 5 years ago with this thing. That just blows my mind that time moves that fast. It seems like I just bought this. So anyway, let me load and shove about that. You never know. So yeah, if you remember from the other video, I'm not going to get that. I didn't have my box of powder. I got over here and didn't have it, so I'm just going to use, yeah. Okay, it may not be exact, doesn't matter. You're not supposed to put 60 grains in anywhere. I mean, you can easily. Okay, so I charge both barrels. I assembly line it like this, and I do the left barrel first. And then there'll be a little bit of review for some of you. Here's the over powder wad. You got to put supposed to put one over the powder, and then also a cushion wad, generally speaking, and run it down. Okay. All right. Think about it. You're creating your own shotgun shell again, and then a little padding wad here. These are great. Put that down. So it's a cushion wad kind of thing, and it keeps the shot from getting deformed and all that. So since we're going to shoot, now those was birdshot that you saw right there. That's birdshot that I was shooting, that first shot on the 2-liter, and I may not shoot any more of that. I want to shoot some bigger stuff. I want to shoot some number 4 buck into that trash can, and that's about the amount on both barrels. You get a full scoop there as much as possible. You can't quite get a full. I need a couple more BBs there. Okay, and now what's going to happen if I pull it up to shoot it? All of it's going to roll out the barrel, isn't it? So I need an overshot wad. And I'll tell you what I do. I talked about this in the first video, pretty much actually, and demonstrated. I'm going to put 2 over shot wads on the left barrel. And for those of you who paid attention in the first video, why am I doing that? Why am I doing it? If you remember, you're pretty swift if you remember all that. Well, I shoot the right barrel first. It's been a habit with me with shotguns. And I think if you're a bird hunter with a double gun and different things, and I shoot the top barrel first on a over and under usually when I'm shooting one. It could be though the choke is different and you would do the reverse of that, but for what I'm doing doesn't matter. And so I just am in the habit of doing that. So that can be a factor sometimes. So since I shoot the right barrel first, then the left barrel is enjoying the ride in the recoil, and it could break loose, the shot or the bullet or whatever's in there, or something away from the powder a little bit. And so I put 2 over powder wads in there, so or shot wads, and it kind of holds it down a little bit better. And I could tell going down it was stiffer. Okay, and you saw me experiment on the first video, shooting this barrel and then looking and checking the left barrel. Did it a couple of times, did it before that video, and it was not moving on me. So, I feel pretty good about that, but not getting blowed up. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Also went out. All right, it's trash can time. Now, I'm not going to get right up on it, but it shouldn't matter. Even with this black powder load, I don't expect anything to bounce. All right. I wonder, I don't know what proper protocol is. In battle, anything goes, right? But, when you're firing 2 to cock them both at the same time, generally, I guess. So let's do that. All right, let's see if I can hit that trash can. Let's put another one on him. Let's check him out. Nice. I put a couple of bowling pins in there so it wouldn't knock it off. Whoa, yeah, not a bad pattern. Yeah, almost all of them looks like went through the thing. Huh, pretty cool. I just paint them, it makes it more, easier to see clearer what's going on. It's just, it makes a better movie set, right? Gotta hit a pin, get a strike. Now normally I wouldn't even shoot these number 4s at a bowling pin, but it doesn't matter inside of there, of course. Yeah, pretty cool. Got us a ventilated trash can already. Let's ventilate him some more, maybe. All right, so the Howda Pistol. I don't really have to clean it. I don't think after that time. It does fine. Although I might run one through there, just helps make sure there's no embers in there, nothing else. And these are chrome lined, and so this is a replica. Okay. And so the barrels really are nice to deal with because they're not pitted or anything like that. Very interesting firearm. As I talked about in the first video, these things go back to the 1700s. They were flintlock up until, I guess, 1840 or 50, along in there. And they were very popular and very useful. Then they were percussion, like this one. And then when cartridges came out, making a mess, aren't they? They were, cartridge guns. But the Howda, again, is that carriage that people ride in atop an elephant, the Howda, and so they call these Howda pistols, so that you'd have something up there short and powerful in case old Mr. Tiger or Lion tries to run up there real quick and eat you, take you off of there, So that was what that was about. You needed something with some power to it, and preferably a couple of barrels, right? And maybe you would survive it, right? Something I've noticed in my life, maybe you have not, but that cats are really quick. And you might not outquick one, but at least you'd have a chance, wouldn't you? You'd have a fighting chance. And, be a little surprise for him. All right, so now we're ready for shot. We got powder and wads, and you know what I was going to do? I also read that buck and ball was a popular round loading for these, for that purpose. So I thought I might do that. I've done that in the other smoothbore. So I'm going to put the ball in first, since we're at close range. Let's see now, am I doing this right? Yeah, I don't really need anything else here. Put a ball in both of them. So 60, 60 caliber ball. And now for the buck, I guess this number, or this 31, since this is a 20 gauge, I guess the 31 caliber is okay. We'll do that. I mean, I know it'll be all right. It may not be ideal. Might be a little big for it, but that shouldn't be a problem at all. You can put about anything in here. and you know, they did put about anything in these things. You could put nails and pieces of whatever, and they would use leaves and wool and all kinds of things to hold it in there, or to even over powder. I have over powder wads, you know, cut specially and all that, and they would stick leaves in here and all kinds of things. Green leaves, I think, preferably, so they wouldn't start a forest fire. But they would do just, you know, you can imagine, it would still shoot. It's a smooth bore, and so that's just a different deal. Since I've got, I'm going to put an Howa wad in that left side, since it's got a ball in there. I don't want that thing to move at all on me. I haven't had any issues with that. Okay, now I've got buck and ball, which means I have a big round ball. You saw me do it, right? In case some of you weren't watching. A big ball, and I've got 3 31 caliber balls. So I get a variety, and as I understand, that was popular as the Howda gun, as the loading to have as you awaited Mr. Tiger, right? So let's see what that looks like on the old can. Tell you what I'll do before I cock it. I'll spin him around a little bit, so we'll get kind of get a bit of a fresh side there. All right, now these definitely shouldn't bounce either. So I got the same loading. I'll put one nearer the bottom and one near the side. Let's back up just a little. I want to get a good, see what the spread's going to be. All right, 3 31 caliber balls and 1 60 caliber ball. Yeah, they had a little recoil. You know what? I fired the left barrel. Why did I do that? I never do that. Not that it matters. All right. Yeah, that would be devastating. There we got, of course, all these balls were bigger than the others. So those are the 31 caliber. There's your 60. I guess that's your 60. That's probably just a, you know, I guess it'd just be happy a 31 if that's a 60 and that's a 60. Brilliant, aren't I? Yeah, process elimination. So you can see, you can create pretty devastating little firearm. I ought to let you go, but let's just fire 2 more anyway. You don't need to go eat or anything, right? You're not in that big a hurry. All right, now you tell me, is it empty? I think so, right? I just always feel weird turning them around and all that. With muzzle loaders, the rules are a little different. If you got a single, same with a single shot muzzle loader rifle, you fire it, blow something over. It's probably unloaded 100%, even though all guns are loaded at all times. I realize that. All right, let's load this one so it will be loaded. How's that? So I pulled the hammers back to make sure we got, and there's another reminder, all the various accoutrements here. Like this, why I have pipe cleaners out here. I wasn't going to stop and smoke my pipe for a while and clean it. I use these to clean the nipples, and they don't go into these as well. They're really better. At least these particular pipe cleaners are better for the big musket, caps and nipples. Okay. Oop, here we go. Yeah, I was clogging it up. That's not so good for that. All right, let's load it. Okay, dip out some powder, make a mess again. left barrel, right barrel. Yeah, I talk a lot in that first video about how much fun these are, and they really are. Why it was 5 years before I got it out, I'll never know. What's wrong with me? I think that's too, yeah. Over powder wad. Turn that down. For powder, and then it's time for a shot. So, what shot should we use? Let's go back to the number 4. That's a nice nice load. Ruin anybody's day, wouldn't it? In fact, that's my defensive load generally on my modern shotgun. I think I need another one in there. Okay. All right. So now we just need. Oh, yeah, it's okay. I forgot to put the cushion wads in, but for what we're doing, it won't matter. Generally, you want to do that. Protects the shot. It keeps it from getting deformed under the pressure. Okay. But you have to use the over shot wad, or else it's going to roll out the barrel on you. And you are going to, that felt awfully small. I'll put another one. You're going to be Elmer Fudd for sure. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's wear that thing out some more. We're get this side here. Hasn't been hit too much. All right. The right barrel, front trigger. What? This is a defective gun. What in the heck is wrong? What is Pedersoli thinking about? Don't they know how to make a firearm that will fire without a cap on it? Y'all let me do that. I was too anxious to shoot. What's wrong with y'all? That was just a test. I was testing y'all. Making sure you're paying attention on the last 2 shots. You don't think I'd be so dumb I would actually do that, do you? Okay. Yeah, you do. You know me. All right. Let's try it again. Right barrel. Left barrel a little lower. All right. This might be the distance you'd get that tiger, probably closer. Well, look at that nice little ring, almost made a face. Oh yeah. Number 4 buck, mean stuff. So we got, yeah, most of that stuff, you can tell some of those didn't go all the way through on that end. But, I thought that was a pretty good target, and you know, something fun to play with, just an excuse to get it out as much as anything. Maybe we'll do another, we won't wait 5 years next time, and we'll get her out and just shoot a while. I'll give you a fair warning. Maybe we'll shoot, you know, maybe shoot like 10 times, take about 2 hours, and I'll give you a warning so you can, you know, run to the bathroom first and get you a snack and everything, since it'll be such a long video, and then we'll have a lot of fun with it, maybe with that. But I just want to get it back out, and since it's been 5 years, I didn't want to not invite you. So I'm glad you came along. And again, I will link to the first video, all right? And you can go back and learn a little bit more about it and the history of Howda and elephants and India and Africa and Asia and different things. Well, I didn't go too deeply into it, but you know, I did talk more about it, okay, and even about the loading of it. So, interesting, very interesting pistol. If this were a modern gun, you do realize it would be an NFA item if it were if it were not percussion, right? Because it's a shotgun pistol, right? Essentially, and those are a no-no. Those are dangerous. If I had this gun and it were not percussion, it would no doubt cause me to do something evil, right? So, but anyway, it is pretty cool. Howda Pistol. So. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad you did. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com, and also while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.